Good morning. Video time. Well, hopefully. Video time. I'm gonna try to do a video. This cool air has messed with my allergies and stuff. So if I sound funny, that's why. I'm probably going to lose my voice, which is what normally happens. Every time the seasons change, it's a big old ordeal. I could have a lot of different video ideas. A lot of different things has been happening. And I think what I want to do first is share an experience that I had. And it goes just a little bit with my last video that I did. The one that I just posted before I'm going to post this one. And I talked about, how I saw that the devil was trying to destroy things. He's trying to destroy families. Like, you don't have to look far before you see things that the devil's trying to do and people that are suffering. And I saw some things. I saw, families being torn apart. I saw, groups of people that were having trouble, just different things. I saw a lot of stuff, and I guess it all just kind of got to me at one time, and it hurts my heart. Like, I hate to see people suffering, and missing out, on God's blessings and just the joy, because I've been there. Like, I can look back and I can see times when, I missed so much because I let the devil just drag me through the mud and drag me through the desert, and I allowed it. Like, I laid down in defeat, and I pretty well just give up, and I went through so much with that. But the point is, like, I saw this, and it really hurt my heart, and I got down and prayed about it. Prayed about several different things. And that's, in my opinion, the best thing that we can do is talk to God about it, because He's in control. He can change things. Prayer changes things. I think that a lot of times we put a limit on what God can do. We talk about, like, if you're praying for somebody, I think a lot of times the devil tries to get us to use it as an excuse. They have free will. They do. But you can pray down conviction on that person. God's able to speak to their heart and change things. Like, prayer changes everything. Like, it can literally, the Bible talks about faith moving mountains. It really can. And this story's kind of like a little bit of that. I'd got down and I prayed, and I think I prayed harder than I've ever prayed in my life. Like, it was good. Like, I poured it all out, and I just had a really good talk with the Lord. And I honestly didn't care if I ever got up from there. Like, if I just stayed there and prayed, it's like I wasn't in a hurry to get up. I didn't know what else to do. I didn't know where else to go with it. There's nowhere else to go with it. And I just was worried about several people, and my heart was hurt for them, and I was praying for them. I was praying for God to help them. I was praying for Him to change it. And I didn't care if I got up. I knew where I was taking it to. And when I got up, rejoice. You know, I wasn't happy. I wasn't, you know, like a lot of times you can go to the altar and you give something to God, you lay it down, and then you can rejoice. You've laid it down. I didn't do that. Like, my heart was still, you know, heavy for him. Like, I still felt that sadness, but it wasn't in the sense of I was taking it to God to lay down. I just wanted to talk to him. And the next morning, I was talking to my honorary half, as I call him, and I was telling him about it. I was telling him, you know, talking to him about some things, and I was like, you know, I prayed about a lot last night. I said I got down in the bathroom floor and I just prayed harder than I think I've ever prayed in my life. And I prayed about several things, and something's fixing to happen. God's gonna move. He's heard me. And something's gonna happen. I'm expecting things to happen. So the next day, excuse me, I'm gonna try not to get coughing. My allergies so messed up. So the next day, we're talking, you know, and I get to, you know, tell him about this. God showed me something. Like, it was like he just laid it in my lap, and he was like, this is what I've been doing. This is what I've been working on that you know nothing about. And it was like eye-opening. And it was like, okay, God, I see what you're doing now, you know. And it was like things changed, you know, like I felt like I changed. Like, it was insane, because it was like, you know, this certain situation that I'd prayed about, like, I could see God just laid this in my lap. Hey, I'm working on it, but you can't see what I'm doing, but here's what I'm doing. And I was just like, oh, wow. And then I went back and I thought about getting down and praying, and then I thought about how I'd said, you know, something's fixing to happen. I'm expecting something to happen, and then something happens, and I'm just like, there's no limit. And I know that. I know there's no limit on God. I know He's able to do everything. But when we fully believe that, and we trust that, and we pour it out to God, He will move, and He will come through, and He'll show us, you know. And this is stuff He didn't have to show me nothing. It, in a sense, has nothing to do with me, but it's going to be for my good. It will impact me. And I was like, wow, you know, like, okay, God, I see what you're doing now. And if we would just be honest with Him and just pour it out and trust Him and believe Him and not be listening to the devil's lies, because that's all he wants us to do anyway. You know, if we would just talk to Him. Yeah, He knows how you feel. He knows your heart. But He wants to hear from you. So I hope that's a help to everybody, or anybody that might see this. And hopefully I'll see you soon. So that's my little bit of encouragement today. Just tell Him. Talk to Him. I love you guys. I'll be praying for you. Please be praying for me. And I'll see you later.